Haunted house, I've seen worse. Monsters screaming, I'll go first. If the fridge starts growling back, well, that's just Tuesday on my track. I survived the paranormal, I survived the chaos, and I will guide you through this haunted house. I'll take you on a wild ride, lock and load, no place to hide. Shotguns blazing in my hands tonight. I'll break the fear with every chance. Time to dance. Gas mask on and I'm ready to go on. I am Psycho. Shotguns blazing, take it fast or slow. I am Psycho. The friendly survival specialist. Step into the fire, I'll get you through this mess. Ghost in the hallway, try to scream boo, so I scream louder, cause that's what I do. Monster claws, dripping red, I tripped, I slipped, oops, now it's dead. I tell bad jokes while I fight the night. If it doesn't kill me, well, it just might. But I'll stand tall even if I fall, cause duct tape and sarcasm fix it all. Psycho. Dancing with ghosts in the afterglow. I am Psycho. Dancing through the apocalyptic show. I am Psycho. The friendly survival specialist. I fight the dark with shotguns and pure stubbornness. But I crack a grin, kick the door down, let the fight begin. I don't do quiet, I don't do tame. I turn the battlefield into a game. Bullets fly and the walls all shake. I'm calling the shots that nightmares break. They think I'll fall, but I advance. A madman soldier with a fearless stance. Laugh with me, don't look back. Spin the lever, click clack. Fear's got fangs, but I got jokes in one green glow that never change. Scarred but steady and I'll never slow. I am Psycho. Shout it back, let the whole world know. I am Psycho. The friendly survival specialist. Fear's just noise and I can't resist. Tick-tock, bang-bang, monsters flee. Why are they scared of me? Slide to the left, shotgun spin. Baseline drops and chaos begins. Psycho. Ready to fight. Psycho. Left through the night. Gas.
I did not have the sound on. Hello, everybody. Psycho here with fun and games. I don't actually know what I plan to. So, one thing I want to go is news. I am getting Adeptus Mechanicus made because I made this one and 14 people voted. The results are Adeptus Mechanicus. I'm gonna get Adeptus Mechanicus skin made. That's gonna be there. That is out of the way. But hello, I'm Psycho, the friendly survival specialist, here to shower you with joy. Or at least not die trying. Another thing is other than that, I am as unhealthy and healthy as possible. I think today we're gonna go and do some fun stuff. I do not know what, but mostly it will be reaction. Hello. I will be reacting to. Let's just set this one to just chatting, I think. It'll be down to just chatting, you know. Gonna react to the legendary drops. I'm sick of being blamed for failed games. So am I. Legendary drops. So am I. I am so tired of it. You know what? That did not start it. Yeah. fun thing that I found out. So it would seem High God of all things, actually getting funded by Tencent, and Tencent was one of the people. God damn it! Now I can think. Okay, let me think. I got Tencent was one of the people, like the manager of that was like on the goddamn game show or some shit. Like one of the sub people. I don't really know exactly what to call it, but he was on the thing, and that is something. Meaning, it was pretty much doomed from the start. I don't even know if is it probably is Tencent as well that does the fuck on with like Ubisoft, just trying to buy Ubisoft. But yet, what's better, funding the game studio's demise so you can buy it up cheap, or try to waste more money to buy it expensive? And sadly, I cannot hear shit. You guys could probably hear shit, but I couldn't. I would love it if I could ever not have this fucking throat that is itching as fuck. Mute music. I don't have any music. Mute that. No. Okay. Either way. Yeah. Yeah. They do that. Oh yeah, we just need to be like, oh no, here, money. Oh no, you're dying. Your game studio's dying. Here, money. That's just pretty much what they want us to do. Just be a mindless drone and consume, man. What are you? A bigot? A Nazi? As a consumer, I am very entitled to my own time and money. Can't hear the video. Ah, for fuck's sake. It ain't. You ain't a VTuber without scarf, isn't that what they're saying? God fucking damn it. Why can't you hear? Let's see. You should. Oh, wait, that one. Why is that one activated? Just. God damn it. I know I muted it so that I could hear music. But then I unmuted it, and I guess I forgot to do this one. This one separately makes it so that that you guys can't hear it. But this one down here just make it so that I can't hear it, I think. I don't know. It's like over here I can make it so I can hear myself double. I can hear myself. I can hear what you hear. This is what I sound like? I see. God damn it. Well, we'll take it from the beginning. Yeah, that's what the game developers do nowadays. Like I said, they just blame us. We just need to be sheep and consume, man. Oh, and hello, David of the Light. I did not say hello to you. I did hear you. I did read your comment. Anyway, you can hear now. Thank you for coming by. We need to donate our time and money into games that just comes out. Every time a game comes out, every time it's AAA, we somehow need to donate our money and time, and we just need to be thankful that they actually wasted millions upon millions on their creation. Which I will say, no. Video is still silent. Did I? God fucking. I am the worst person ever. I am so goddamn freaking high or something. Why am I even here? Why am I doing things? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, fucking hell. Kill me now. Just end me. Let the zombies come in. Why am I even here? Oh, oh my god. Oh. I'm the worst reactor ever. I'm not new. I'm new to reacting to stuff, and somehow I'm having goddamn tech issues that are self-inflicted because I'm such a moron. And I have nobody else to blame than me. I even sat there and explained it and thought, oh, god damn it. There's no excuse for this stupidity.
As well as some in High Guard developers, as well as some in games media, have taken to crashing out, blaming the players for the game's failure instead of
As
just confronting reality.
Yeah.
I am so sick and tired of players being blamed for failed games. This weird expectation that the customer needs to be there to catch these developers when they fall, that they need to donate their empathy to those who do not understand the customer's needs, do not seem to care,
true.
and then want to stand around and act surprised when everybody's upset. This is not a charity. You are asking for people's time, for their money, and for their patience. If you guys just wanted their well wishes, you wouldn't be putting a price tag on it. This is something that the industry at large just doesn't seem to understand. They don't get why players are so upset, why they're so loud, why they won't trust anyone. Instead,
one thing game developers seems to be like, because as of right now, game developers are not the one, like the people actually, like devs have such a hard problem. They can't do anything. They can't listen to criticism. They can't do anything because middle management and executives, or whatever it's called, executive. I think I'm saying that word right, but you know, office people and CEOs are like the leaders. They tell you it needs to be like this. So devs are getting the hard blunt of the end, which is a management problem. Either overblown studios, overblown budgets.
what they want to do is they want to call you entitled. Say that you're algorithm poisoned, that you're addicted to outrage, without taking the time to realize they are the ones that created this monster.
There wouldn't be any outrage, really, if they just listened to criticism from the beginning.
They did get one thing right. Players do want to see games fail, but that's not because they're evil or entitled.
No. I don't really want to see game fails. I would like to be wrong. If a game becomes successful, it is what it is. I know some people want to smear it in my face or something, but either way, the only reason why I would hope for a video game to fail would be because the people need to learn that we gamers are telling the truth, that we actually are right.
It's because they're sick of not being listened to. So when words fail them, they realize the only language left was consequences. The video game industry suffers from a severe lack of accountability and
accountability and self-awareness.
Awareness to the point that now it's honestly just getting hard to comprehend. The same lessons get taught over and over, and nothing ever gets learned because the people that are making those mistakes refuse to believe that it is them. And we see this every single time a game fails. There's always an excuse that's deflecting around the obvious. The market's tough. We didn't time our release right. The genre's oversaturated. And now they're new.
I mean, certain genres are oversaturated, but if something is great, it will stay.
Favorite, it's the players, it's content creators, it's the culture. Apparently,
if it's the fucking culture, then fucking do what the culture is.
Manifested their failure into existence and unfairly got what we asked for. We've watched this same cycle for the past few years. A game gets announced and it genuinely breaks your brain trying to figure out how that game even got greenlit.
Hello, Reaper Solo. Hello, welcome.
Developers in condition so sheltered that the second that game touches sunlight, it just evaporates. The character designs, the themes, the gameplay, the genre. Players look at it and they feel two things at the same time. Offended that the industry thinks this is worth their money, and frustrated that this industry refuses to save itself.
Like, I don't understand why. It's like, I can understand. There are trolls. There are always trolls or people who are just bad at doing reviews. But that's why you filter. You filter through the bad. Like, something cannot just be inherently pros. There are always pros and cons. Because, like, some games, even great games, has pros and cons. You have to just figure out where they lies and such. So you can't expect gamers to really just go out there and waste their time on something that they really just feel is mediocre. High Card could have been good. They had a lot of players. A lot of players left because it wasn't that great of a game.
So then what happens? Well, the trailer gets downvoted into oblivion. Social media lights up. People say very clearly and directly, this is not what we want. The industry ignores it.
We don't want this game. This game was bad, or this game looks like shit, or this game look like Concord. That's definitely what people said about High God. I wouldn't say that, like, Concord was one of the things. I don't know, it's the art style, probably, and such. Kinda made me just think of it instantly.
It calls it noise, pretends that it's the fringe, and then, while the game launches, nobody shows up, and somehow, yet again, well, it can't possibly be them. No.
Even when it comes to Huygon, it somehow isn't them. It's somehow still gamers, YouTubers, and such. That is the problem.
Has to be the players. In 2026, that game was High Guard. Everybody knew it was going to fail. Everybody said that it would. Hell, I made a video the day after its announcement saying exactly that. It looked half-baked. It looked like it needed more time. It needed to go into beta.
To me, it really just looks boring. It never interested me at all. I had no interest in High Guard. High Guard failed because it was half-baked when it came out. And I tried it to be... And it tried to be everything. That is true. It did try to be everything. But even then, I don't really care much what if games try what. One of the things factors that I don't really care if a game is heavily whatever it is. If it's trying to be Concord, it can be Concord. Concord has place, but if it wants to be Concord, it needs to also try to figure out how many people will actually come and play it, buy it, waste money on it. Because again, if they are seeking this phantasm called the modern audience, as some journalist has said, and hear me out, then you need to know how many is in that audience to actually pay for you before you waste so much money on Concord. And if Concord does come out and you did waste so much money, maybe listen to the people who actually has the money. Else you can't really blame that people doesn't use their money. And that's the sad part is about this industry, that now somehow the people who are in control are CEOs, middle managers, money laundering pieces of garbage, probably. Like investors, more so. Hello, Jig. Hello, hello. So, chilling at work. Oh, then I hope you chill very well. Don't freeze, okay? Only chill, but don't freeze. So, like these investors, CEOs, middle management, executives, I think it's called. Um, these people are like, they're not gamers. They don't play games. They probably think games are childish. They only look for the money. Sadly, not gonna gain any fucking money if they don't listen to gamers, and that's the problem right
that
now.
feedback was
Like, many of those CEOs probably like, these gamers, they're just so childish. Grow the fuck up or some shit. And that's probably what they're thinking. Like, just pay for our games.
everywhere. The entire internet was criticizing it. Then the game released and it failed. Oh my gosh, what a surprise. Now we have the developers placing the blame at the feet of the players and content creators while assuming none of it themselves. Josh Sobel, one of the technical artists on High Guard, took to Twitter to write a lengthy reflection on how gaming culture destroyed the game. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but
how gaming dude, this is like saying how chess culture destroyed chess, how coffee culture destroyed coffee, how tea culture destroyed tea. This doesn't make any freaking sense. How game culture destroyed gaming.
you do need to see just how out of touch this mindset is.
That is very out of touch.
Because every time they
how penguins destroys the Antarctic. Oh my god, it's just a fucking joke. It's literally like spoons found in the kitchen. Oh my god. Oh my god. It just makes me laugh. This is just funny. Just funny.
say this stuff, it just proves the players right. Josh opens with, the day leading up to the Game Awards 2025 was amongst the most exciting of my life after 2.5 years of...
Like, I can understand. Being in the Game Awards would be an amazing thing to do. It's still an amazing event. I still watched it. It was so fun watching it with friends and talking about the games and such. That was so fun. Definitely would do it again. Now, am I a big fan of the people behind Game Awards? Not really. They are a bit little too much in my taste. But either way, and then they also had the Game Awards. No, wait, am I? No. It wasn't the Game Awards. I don't think so. The Game Awards was something else. It was a game show, I believe. I can't remember now. Now I'm confused. But no, it was the Game Awards, right? Yeah, it was the Game Awards. I was like thinking of other shows right now because I'm getting confused a bit. But no, it still must be amazing, right? Your game is getting viewed and seen, but you still also need a product in some way. It's a bit different in form. Like you had a cinematic trailer, like you had with Divinity 3, which was so freaking amazing. Yes, the trailer, people had it talking how disgusting and vile the trailer was. And I did also found it disgusting and vile. But I'm still so excited for Divinity 3.
passionately working on High Guard, we were ready to reveal it to the world. The future seemed bright. Everyone I knew who had a connection to the team or the project had shared the same sentiments. It's lightning in a bottle. I trust this team wholeheartedly. If there's one project nobody in the industry is worried will fail, it's yours. This has mainstream hit written all over it. There's no way this will flop. I could play this all day.
Oh my god. This kind of ass kissing or toxic positivity needs to really be shamed out of the industry. You really need to surround yourself more with people who can say that this thing you're making looks like shit. Okay, it looks probably better now. But hey, have you looked at everything? Is everything in order? ONG, preach, bruggo. Like, seriously. It's this this is a lightning in a bottle. Fair, okay. I trust the team wholeheartedly. That's fine. You know what? I trust this team wholeheartedly. That's I will say that is a fair positivity have. If there's one project nobody in the industry is worried will fail, it's yours. That is such ass kissing, so toxic. This one here is toxic. This one here is fine. This one here is a little overrated. This one here is also the same. I'll say this one here is exactly the same as this one up here. This has mainstream hit written all over it. Sounds so fake. Sounds like something you would say just to be nice and don't even believe it. They can't handle the fact that something they made is trash, then try to make us feel bad for not liking shit. It is so true. But the worst thing is, they surround people who only agree with you and don't actually want to say, hey, you know what? It could be better. Like, you don't get innovation in, like, when you're surrounded by no, like, no friction or something like that. Like, there's nothing, no pushback. Innovation comes when innovation is needed in most serious situation. At least when it comes to certain things. You want to impress people, you need to really set your foot on the pedal and don't try to listen to all these people who says you're doing great. No, you need to stop up when people says this is gonna flop. You're gonna stop, and then you're gonna ask, why do you think this would flop instead of all this? I could play this game all day. Sure you could. Probably is one of the, well, I don't know, I think the last time I checked it had like 1,000 players. It could probably one of those 1,000 players. But still. But like these ones, these three here, this one maybe two, too much. Trusting people is fine. I trust the team wholeheartedly. And sadly, you misplace your trust, but it's fine. You believe in them. That's good. That's positivity we actually want. That's the type. We want to have trust in people. We want to have trust in our friends. How they get themselves up. Yeah. Like, it's fair you trust your friends, but real trust also comes with saying, I trust you wholeheartedly that you would do the right thing or something like that. And then can't also say, like, the worst thing is they don't have the capability to then be like, okay, we fucked up, we're sorry, you were right. They can't do that.
Hey.
How they gas themselves up, then real people get their hands on it and are like, ew, the fuck is this? Yeah, like even then it's like it's just too much for these people. They're surrounded in such a place where they need to have positivity. They can't have criticism. Any form of slight negative criticism that says game is bad, here's why, please change. And they're like, no, game good, it was told. They can have 3 people saying the game is great. And then they're like, no. People actually like the game when there's like 1 or 2 people doing it, and then they will ignore everybody else.
Now, either you are surrounded by professionally trained bioengineered gaslighters, or you made this the hell up. There is no way. This is way too on the nose. It's almost stereotypical.
Yeah. Some of them definitely sound. Again, the one about trusting the team, I will say could be true. That one.
Who would actually go out and say there's no way this game will flop? If there's one project, nobody.
There's no perfect project
in the industry is worried about fail, it's yours. Jeff, you did this, didn't you? You said this to them. Your game was sheltered. I assumed as much, and I said as much in my review after the game had launched. Hell, I even think I said it in my intro. The more that I played it, the more I watched on as people with zero stake in the outcome cheered it on, that probably weren't even playing it themselves. The more obvious it became to me and also to everybody else that this game was a casualty of toxic positivity, no different than Concord, because otherwise it would have never.
Concord, again, one of the worst fucking things. I love using that as like, oh, Ubisoft, please just Concord yourself already. Or something like that. I like using it like that. Like, oh my god. Just, some people have started just like, oh my god, game studio, just Ubisoft's yourself. That's kind of funny. But again, I really hope, I still have hope that things will change. The things will turn around. And they may be. If anybody watched my past reviews, I did do all the reviews of Legendary Drops. Right now I'm doing, of course, a live one. I will probably edit this later and upload it.
Made it to market, mining rocks in a first-person shooter, massive maps with 3v3 and 5v5, even when you bumped it up later, a shooter where players barely engage unless they're standing on an objective, a game that makes you feel like you're only fighting other players, maybe 25% of the time?
I also really feel like that if you're playing large maps, more players is needed. If you're playing like games like this, it's like it's trying to be what Battle Royale is, but small and then different, like arena type Battle Royale, but with only 6 players. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so you have 5 people on your team, so it's 10 players. Is that what it is? At least in I don't know if this game mode. I thought it was. I heard there was like it was 3v3. That's what I heard. Like 3 players versus 3 players.
No progression, no leaderboards, no scoreboard. A hero shooter where the heroes make isekai protagonists look original, and nobody noticed.
Don't diss my isekai, man. Don't do me like that. Nobody knows I am a big fan of isekais, not in like story writing always. I just really love the concept of isekai. More so the concept of just going from one world to another, or reincarnating, or even reverse isekais, or fusion where it's not really isekai, but it's like another world is invading Earth, and all of a sudden we have superpowers or some shit like that. Like whatever it is, I like this concept. Originally 3x3, the added 5v3. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't remember the 5v5, but I definitely thought it was 3v3, but then they changed it, I guess. Yeah. You know what? Now that I think about it, I think I did read about it, but I just didn't give a fuck enough. Because, High got bad.
Is that? You're trying to tell me nobody said anything. Nobody at a single point said, hey, you know what? Something might be wrong here.
That's the worst thing is. If there's somebody who did, probably they'll get fired, or they're scared of being called it to HR.
This is the stuff that drives players up the wall, because it is so self-inflicted. These are not subtle problems a Candy Crush gamer could call.
No. I don't even know what you would do to save the game. My favorite are Gate and Saga of Tanya the Evil. You say Gate and Saga Tanya of the Evil. I'd never finished Tanya of the Evil. I always it's just such a heavy like it's not about anime. I really do love it, but it's just so heavy that my ADHD-filled autistic brain just can't handle it. They could start by making the guy feel better. Yeah, they probably could do that. So I could never finish Tanya of the Evil. Gate, I love Gate. Season 2 of Gate is coming out. Just so you know, like there's a season 2 to Gate coming out, and I can't wait for that. Like, what would it lead to? Like, if you remember the ending, some of them has fallen in love with each other, and it's like and also the concept of the story that the gate will vanish and then displace itself somewhere else. So it's like, will some people be stuck? How will we do, like? But my favorite isekai, I don't know. I like Gate, Overlord, Skeleton in Another World, but I like a lot of them. But some of those are definitely my top.
This stuff out. So either you didn't listen, didn't want to
Yeah,
hear it, or no one
didn't
around
listen.
you was willing to say it. You were surrounded by people that were being supportive for the sake of being supportive, people that cared more about your feelings than they did about your results. And at the end of the day, the product.
Yes. The Naval one, right? The naval.
That you made is
I
what
don't
happens when you
understand.
get a shooter that is built inside of a padded room, insular, coddled, and completely disconnected from what players have been asking for, and what they have made blatantly obvious over years of public failures. And it's no wonder that you were surprised when your game finally touched reality. Josh continues with his experience saying, but then the trailer came out and it was all downhill from there. Content creators love to point out the bias in folks who give positive previews after being flown out for an event, but ignore the fact that when their negative leaning content gets 10 times the engagement of the positive, they've got just as much incentive to lean into a disingenuous direction, whether consciously or not. Now, to save for time,
I need to hear that again.
Josh continues with his experience saying, but then the trailer came out and it was all downhill from there. Content creators love to point out the bias in folks who give positive previews after being flown out for an event, but ignore the fact that.
Okay. Of course. We have literally had people be confirmed that after getting flown out, getting paid for everything, that they changed their review. At least when it comes to journalists. That's why we don't listen to game journalists anymore. They're literally being bought. They would suck so many game dev dicks if it meant that they could, like, get all of that fame, money, and all that. Game journalists are some of the biggest form of freaking whores there are. Sorry for my language, but they really are. Like, they're disingenuous and sells themselves so freaking short. And also the worst thing that happens to video games ever. Like, half of everything with Gamergate 2 would not be as much of a problem if journalists just shut the fuck up and did what they were supposed to do. Talk about video games. Be fair and unbiased. Half the problem gone. After that, we just needed to have, like, game dev to realize where that goddamn freaking audience are, rather than thinking about an imaginary one or a new one that didn't exist.
When their negative leaning content gets 10 times the engagement of the positive, they've got just as much incentive to lean into a disingenuous direction, whether consciously or not. Now, to save for time, I'm going to summarize a bit. He goes on to say that he got personally targeted too. He went private on Twitter to protect his sanity.
Of course he did. All of these people freaking do is go private on Twitter. Little bit of free feedback, a little bit of criticism, a little bit of negativity, and then they go like, there, gonna go and hide.
And content creators saw that and turned it into a storyline, calling him a coward and sending angry waves of people into his replies. He said people laughed.
You really can't make something and then be a public figure. You can be a public figure and then do something, say something, and not expect the opposite to happen. Not everybody is a seal that's going to clap every time you say something.
Him for being proud of the game, told him to go fill out a McDonald's application, and even mocked him for listing autism in his bio. I still don't understand why people do that.
I don't either. I had it before. I had autism and ADHD in my bio. Don't know why. I mean, it was before that I started doing, like, and then I started changing it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do these things. I don't need to. I don't have a reason to. So I just removed it. And now I have my bio.
And I'm just going to stop it right there. Now, this guy is referencing me directly, so I have to respond to this. I am the one that pointed out how preview events are terrible for feedback, that they almost lead to nothing but glowing coverage. I've been to plenty of them. I know how it works. It's not even the point of it being a paid trip part. I think that's the laziest part of this conversation. I'm talking about the event itself, the drinks, the food, the social energy, seeing people that you know, seeing people that you don't. You're not locked into judging these games like a customer would. You're basically at a party and the game is just background music. And even if you do have criticism, there is real social pressure there. You are now face to face with these developers. You are surrounded.
I couldn't give a fuck. If I were big enough or a journalist or something like that, and I actually had the ability to go to these events, I would freaking say pros and cons, man. I would put a list down if I were. I would put down a list of pros and cons, and I would give them to them straight. I'm blunt. I would say that, this thing actually freaking sucks. Okay, I will probably package in to be professional, but I would actually give them something other than just head. I would actually give them what they need to have success.
You are not trying to...
Probably not 100%, but if I were a journalist, probably be more into it, but I would definitely try to do my best.
Be the guy who is killing the vibe. That is poison to honesty. That's not bribery. It's just human behavior.
I hate dishonesty. As a man who's honest, as pretty much as it goes, I hate dishonesty.
But you want to go and flip this into content creators did this to us, that me and others disingenuously attacked your game because negativity gives us 10 times the engagement. You have no idea what you are talking about. And honestly, it explains a lot. It explains why your game failed, why so many other games are failing, why games media is struggling, because you people do not understand other people. You do not understand basic social behavior. And also, for the record, 6 out of the top 12 videos on this channel are positive.
Warframe is a wake-up call. Indie games are the enemy now. Okay, I guess that's for the Black Myth Wukong is a wake-up call. That's years ago. I did watch some of these, probably. Yeah, I definitely watched some of these. But they're quite a few times.
I'm not some rage merchant that can only function off of hate. Yes, I do critical content. That is the theme of the channel. I compare, contrast, and I react to what's being said around a lot of these games. But my opinions do not create public opinion. They are a lightning rod, a loudspeaker for people who already feel something.
Yeah, what Legendary Drops is really great at is one of the concept of being it's victim mentality instead of accountability. True. It really is. It really is victim mentality. But Legendary Drops is really good at looking at the big picture, seeing what everybody's out. He's a really good observer. Kind of like how I wish I want to the kind of the recognition that I kind of would want, that I'm also good at observing things, because I try, rather than engaging, I try to observe. So it's pretty much also the same thing that I have observed. More people are just tired of this thing, and more people are really tired that they really can't give their honest opinion without then also getting things back like, wow, you're such a raging gamer. God, what a chud you are. And I will wear chud as a badge. I will wear chud as a badge of honor, because I will say, I guess I am a chud. I don't care. If it means making games better, I would wear it.
Content creators cannot make people love a bad game. We can't make people hate a good one. The people who grow in this space are the ones who naturally resonate with others, not the ones that are...
Gamers are, of course, a very diverse breed of culture. Gaming culture, very diverse, very accepting. The worst thing is, don't criticize us, don't put us down. You need to use your games to put us up. We need to be not on a pedestal. We need the game to be on the pedestal. We need to be the pedestal, if you get my catch, what I mean, right? Like, we need to be the ones that actually likes the game and holds the game up, while you are the one cleaning the goddamn game so it actually is a good game. That's what you need, you devs need to do. You really need to do something for gamers. Not all, don't have to be all, but at the very least, don't put us down in the dirt. Don't beat us, don't criticize us. You can criticize us, that is fair, but don't like bully us or whatever it is to that extent.
Trying to force a narrative. Being a contrarian does not work for you. People just want a fresh perspective, true, but at the same time, they're trying to seek out what they are already interested in. Go type in, I hate Dark Souls into YouTube, and you're going to find a bunch of videos that are just not dominating the conversation. The algorithm is still going to try to shove you into positive Dark Souls videos because that's what people actually want, except for Dark Souls 2, but that was actually a bad game, and that totally deserves.
I wouldn't know, and I wouldn't really care. Again, I don't hate games. I always I have a very big bias to games. What I look at is mostly how the developers are, and if the game is still actually good. For example, I could show you, which is a game that I plan to try out because they just came out with a new thing. Can I see that here? No. What's that? I installed a WoW because they just had a 2.2 patch, and it's an anniversary update or some shit. I didn't mind Avowed. Did I like the people? No, but I didn't mind Avowed. I played it. I actually enjoyed it. Not much as I enjoyed it as much as I enjoy many other games. It wasn't the greatest game. I don't have many hours into it. I still have a few hours into it, but I enjoyed it. It was still good. And it had cons and pros, but I still give games a chance if it actually looks good to me. No matter what. Other than, of course, if the devs are pieces of shit. That's why I don't give my money to Ubisoft anymore. That is why I don't really want to give my money to many of these game studios anymore. But I will still try out games that I am interested in or sounds interesting.
To get routinely dogged on. But that's how the internet works. That's how people work.
Ooh, legendary.
If you genuinely believe that content
Sorry, that was my loot goblin instinct.
creators can just decide to tank your game for engagement, then you fundamentally misunderstand how attention works. And if you don't understand how attention works, well, then you probably don't understand how interest works. And if you don't understand how interest works, well, you're going to have a really hard time making something that people are actually interested in. The algorithm does not manufacture desire. All it does is amplify it. If negative videos about your game were getting 10 times the engagement, that's not because us creators flipped the switch. It's because that friction was already there. Skepticism was already there. People already had something that they didn't like about it, and the algorithm just poured gasoline on it.
Yeah.
I really hope game developers are watching this. This is probably the most important and the most valuable bit of insight that I could give you. If you think that content creators cause the reaction, you are missing the most important step. You should be asking, why did the reaction resonate? You should be asking, why aren't people excited? Why are the comments negative? If your first instinct is to blame the amplification instead of the signal, well, all you're doing is just blaming a thermometer for a fever.
Yeah, they really should be asking these questions. But they always just go straight to blaming us.
You are so sheltered that you are instinctively deflecting any type of
accountability, criticism.
Accountability before it even shows up at your door.
It's literally what I can say it is. It's literally them just sitting there, not knowing what the fuck to do, and then the Kool-Aid Man came in and breaking their walls. Literally just going, oh yeah, time for accountability, and then they're like, no, I can't, we don't have the money.
Content creation success is about resonance. Video game success is about resonance. You cannot strong-arm people into liking something. You cannot strong-arm people into hate.
If they could, if it was legal, they would probably hold us at gunpoint and say, buy up and play our game.
Hating something.
Or maybe they wouldn't need to do that, because if they could, and things were legal, You would literally just steal our games, no, steal our money without making any games, and just say that you bought our game, not our fault that got lost.
You cannot guilt people into anything. You cannot shame people into showing up. That doesn't work in any industry.
No.
So when I see a game developer that comes out that says that they believe that content creators are the ones that drove failure because
then they are so out of touch and really need to start thinking about other careers.
negativity performs better, what that
Fries in the put fries in the bag, as the saying goes. Put fries in the bag. And extra salt, extra crispy.
tells me is somebody believes that attention is something that you can control. And if that's the case, it makes a lot of sense why you made a game that you thought people should like rather than a game that they actually did.
Yeah, they make games that they just like, people need to like this game. We put so much heart and soul into it. And I'm like, where's the heart? Where's the soul? It looks dead. And not like dead in a, oh, cool, grimdark, necropolis kind of dead. No. That still has soul. No. The type where it just feels so wrong or uncanny, just a wrong feeling to play the game. It just doesn't feel good.
This industry needs to start asking, why are players so upset? Where are these reactions coming from? Why are they resonating so hard?
Why are these reactions happening so big, like so much? Why is there so many of them?
Why don't they trust us? Why does it seem like they hate us? What do they actually get from our failure? And if they ask those questions, all they would have to do is look in the mirror. Now, I originally wasn't going to comment.
They really just have to ask, why is it that you hate us? And people will say, we don't hate you, or you don't listen to us, you're blaming us, or some shit. And then we will go like, hey, just make your goddamn game. Can't call and agenda kills creativity. That too. That also does it. There is a lot of games that are still getting a lot of hate for something that didn't happen. Soul Ash 2, for example. As an example, the developer there was like said to be a bigoted, homophobic dev just because it didn't want to put like gay relationship. And he didn't even say he didn't want to. He said more along the lines of that the system was created in a way so that he couldn't do it as well, and that he didn't have a plan for it as of right now. And even then, people still spend it just as it was homophobic. And well, it backfired again because, again, these people, they aren't many.
On any of this developer's posts outside of my live stream because I felt like I had already said what I needed to say in my review. But this last point in his response made me realize just how big this problem actually is and how the industry needs a very clear answer. Josh went on to place the blame at the feet of players, pointing out meme phrases like Concord 2 and Titan.
We were turned into a joke from minute one, largely due to false assumptions about million-dollar ad placement, which even prominent journalists soon began to state as fact. Within minutes, it was decided the game was dead on arrival and creators now had free rage bait content for a month. Every one of our videos on social media got downvoted to hell. Comment section was flooded with copy-paste name phrases such as Congo 2 and Titanfall 3 died for this. At me and meme phrases such as died for this. At launch, we received over 10K review bombs from users with less than an hour of playtime and didn't even finish the required tutorial. Many. How many? Because 40K reviews, it's not... if you get 40K reviews, I will say that at that point you need to look at the fucking review bombs and actually see what do they say, because I assure you, you didn't look through all the reviews.
Titanfall 3 died for this. He also claimed that the game got hammered at launch with 14K review bombs from users with less than an hour of playtime, saying that most of them didn't even finish the tutorial. And then he says this. In the discussions about Highguard, Concord, 2XKO, and such, it is often pointed out by gamers that developers like to blame gamers for their failures. And that's silly, as if gamers have no power, but they do, a lot of it. I'm not saying our failure is purely the fault of gamer culture and that the game would have thrived without negative discourse, but it...
I mean, he's not wrong. We do have a lot more power than we think we have, but we're still not to blame for a game's failure. The reason why we're not to blame for a game's failure is because you're not entitled to our money, you're not entitled to our time. So purely on that alone, you're not entitled to these things. So you can't blame us for not wanting to buy or play your game. Now, was Highguard free? Because then there's of course a different thing. I don't really remember if it was free or not. I didn't check. I didn't play it. I said Highguard, right? Not Concord. Concord, I know. No, Concord cost. Yeah, Concord cost. I think Highguard was free.
Absolutely played a role. All products are at the whim of consumers, and the consumers put an absurd amount of effort into slandering Highguard, and it worked. Look, man, I don't want to repeat myself, but this game was not review bombed, and I'm so sick of seeing developers try to hide behind this excuse. Yes, there were troll reviews like there always are, but a ton of the sub 1 hour reviews were mostly people that were talking about crashing, performance issues, and actual gameplay problems. A Highguard match is 8 to 30 minutes. That is plenty of time for you to know if you are having fun. People didn't like the game, they stopped playing it, end of story. You do not get...
Yeah, I thought so. It was
to under 2,000 concurrent players and layoffs because of review bombing. You get there because you have a poorly managed studio that didn't take in any feedback, and you made a game that people did not want to play. And for all the comments on the players, this industry needs to stop blaming the culture that they created. I'm going to say that again as clearly as possible, because for whatever reason, people in this industry still want to act confused as to why players are so savage. You created this, not us. Stop blaming us for your mistakes. Start making better games or find another fucking job. It is not gaming culture's fault that you go on social media looking for affirmation and praise for your video game. That is on you. You are the one that put your balls in a bear trap. There's part of me, and I will say this, when I...
Damn, he's really hitting hard with that, but fucking true. Base take. Literally. Oh my, I couldn't even say anything better than that. That was freaking hardcore. Ruthless. But yeah, I agree 100% there. We really are the people who needs to be blamed, as I said before. You really need to stop blaming us and blaming gaming culture. You did it to yourself from not listening to us. Could Highguard still exist? It's not like people say just stop it, we don't need it. No, Highguard has room. It could probably exist. But again, I am tired of these live service multiplayer games. I'm just tired of multiplayer games in general. The only thing I want is single player to co-op games where we can have a single player game and then have co-op in it. And not like having single player like a campaign or something like that and then have a co-op campaign for itself. No, I want like where I can play with friends or play single player, like solo or co-op. I don't need online. I don't need all of this online shit. I'm tired of it to the point that I really don't care if more multiplayer games fail. And when I mean multiplayer games, I don't mean games that have multiplayer elements. I mean games like Highguard. I don't care you fail for being a multiplayer. I don't care if you're online service. I don't care that much. Reality, you should start, all studios should start trying to stop changing multiplayer games and start doing something actually worth our money and time.
And I hear these discussions and I hear these...
a good fucking story.
I was talking about all the hate that they receive, how there has to be a better way to communicate. I think to myself, you know what? Maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe I'm taking this a little bit too personally. And then I snap out of it because I don't support these guys getting attacked. I don't attack them. I don't send people their way. This is all tone policing coming from people that are asking for my money. It is a way to strawman this entire conversation by pointing out freaks online who send threats so that you don't have to deal with normal customers saying this sucks. And if you ignore normal feedback long enough, you teach people the only language that you respond to is consequences. You want to know why players are so mad? You want to know why they don't trust you? You want to know where this culture is coming from? We went from buying and owning our own games to an industry that is actively litigating and lobbying against our right to ownership, pressuring us into subscription services so they can drip feed us access and eventually feed us ads inside of games that we already paid for. We watched an industry with no microtransactions turn into an industry that begs for more money at every opportunity. Microtransactions turning into macrotransactions, bundles that cost more than full games, skins that are pushing $500, hidden stores for whales who have already spent $10,000 so that people can drop almost $50,000 on a spaceship. And even when we do try to support indies or Kickstarters, well, they still get bait and switched and left with nothing. We stand by and suffer while the industry parades around purposefully misinterpreted data claiming that women make up 50% of gamers and then use that as a cover to drain personality, flavor, and challenge out of our games that we've supported for years, studios that we have supported for years, all in the name of wider appeal, to the point that you now have the producer of World of Warcraft saying that, well, they wish they hadn't called it Warcraft.
Oh my god. Who put grim dark fantasy in my grim dark fantasy? Why is there war in my war game? Oh my god. Why is there death in my action shooter? Why can I die when I get shot in my Call of Duty? It is so fucking stupid. Why even give a name to anything?
Because it sounds too intimidating. That's where we're at right now. The end result of this has been an industry that is so greedy and so blind and so tone deaf to their audience that they can't even see the cliff that they are driving off of, even with every single sign screaming at them to turn around. Everything is TAM, total addressable market. This fantasy that there are millions upon millions of gamers that are out there that they just haven't captured yet. We just gotta find them. Meanwhile, the people that are actually keeping these guys in business are getting treated like obstacles. So they keep slopping out remasters and remakes to farm our nostalgia. They poison our experiences with more monetization to satisfy their investors. And even while they're making more money than they ever have, they still have the gall to tell us that we need to pay even more. And it hasn't stopped. The industry is fully committed to this idea of trying to take as much as it possibly can from its audience, squeezing, extracting, pushing.
I'm not gonna, if GTA costs 100, I'm not gonna buy it. There's no reason it should be worth that much. I don't care how much money you wasted on the game. I'm not gonna buy GTA because I was never interested in the GTA anyway, but I'm not gonna buy any game for $100. Not as a standard price for absolutely nothing. I could blow $100, of course, on like a special edition maybe. But that should be a damn good reason why I should do that.
To the point that it's now costing them their quality and it's costing us our enjoyment. Ask the developers of Highguard, who were apparently only given a couple of weeks to design their characters because apparently they had concept artists moonlighting as people that were managing their microtransactions. We see you. We know what you are. You're not fooling anybody. Don't try to give us any of this "we tried to do it the indie way" shit. I remember not all that long ago, Mark Dara, formerly of BioWare, went onto YouTube after the backlash of Dragon Age the Veilguard with a video that was titled $70 Doesn't Buy You Cruelty. Same playbook, same tone policing that we're seeing right now, dragging out the most extreme examples so that normal criticism gets framed as evil. Another game that was supposed to be live service that pivoted last minute, stuff with messaging for an audience that was outside of its own, unrecognizable from what came before. And then right after that, we had an executive from EA saying out loud that they thought that fans would eat up whatever they put out because the nerds in the cave always show up for an RPG because it's an RPG.
Oh my god, EA. EA just thought BioWare fans would eat whatever slop they were given since the nerds in the cave. You literally don't think we're human? At that point, you really shouldn't feel bad for it. You literally, as executives, as I said, execs really don't think we're humans. We just cash cows. We just piggy banks. We literally just like freaking money walking around. We just a wallet. We their wallet to them that they can just demand like, come here, come here, man, I need to pay for this thing. Come here. And then they like bitch and moan and shit themselves when we don't. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, I hope this person gets fired.
Nerds in the cave always show up for an RPG.
I hope, at that point, I hope BioWare, if it isn't already closed down, I don't really remember. But the people who made fucking Veilguard fucking get cancelled again. Like, they actually closed down at that point.
Because it's an RPG.
Can't remember if it did. That's too many closures.
Yeah, but then those players didn't show up. What these guys haven't realized yet.
Corpos don't see humans, they see dollar signs. I know Corpos aren't humans. They really aren't. I know that. I know they do. It's just truly bullshit that they can just say this. The nerds in the cave would always show up for an RPG because it was an RPG. No! We show up because the RPG seems like a good fucking RPG, not because it's fucking slop. There are slop eaters. There truly are people who would eat whatever it is because it is slop. Warcraft players. World of Warcraft players would eat whatever slop comes their way. And fair enough. You can like the game. You can play the game. I will say this again. I will say whatever new things that came to... I would say Warcraft was slop from the beginning. World of Warcraft, not Warcraft. Warcraft was great when it was a tabletop RPG. Not a tabletop RPG. What the fuck am I saying? A RTS. When it was a strategy game. When it was a RTS, a real-time strategy game, it was great. Not this bullshit that it became now. Then you could say it's probably great and fun in certain times. It were great and fun, and then it became slop.
Yeah, but then those players didn't show up.
And what did it say? Despite leaving a million players, Dragon Age, the Veilguard missed EA's target by 50%. Yeah. Well, the modern audience didn't want to play Veilguard.
What these guys haven't realized...
What the modern audience only want is that they can... They don't want to buy Veilguard. They just want the ability to say, they cater to me. Take that chat. Take that gamer nerd. Now they cater to me. And then they don't want to waste their money.
Yet is that the players have shifted right alongside the industry, an industry that has been in contempt of its own audience, serving up slop and trying to extract as much revenue as possible until people finally internalize the truth that this high-guard developer just stumbled upon. Players do have the power. We use it, and we use it with purpose.
Mm-hmm.
This industry has taught their audience that the only language that they understand, the only language that matters is money. Not essays, not forums, not surveys, money. So they go out and they
So we take that money away.
Downvote these trailers into oblivion. They roast these games on social media. They watch videos and support creators that are already talking about what they're thinking. And they then go and do the one thing that they know that always lands. They don't buy it. They don't play it. And I hope you know that when these players start rooting for failures, it's not because they hate games. It's because they see where this industry is going. And they would rather watch this entire thing collapse and burn and rebuild it all over again than being dragged down this same road.
I also don't want to waste $17 on a slop game. I don't either. I haven't really bought a AAA game in a long while. I can't really... Let's see... If I can go in, I think I can go in like account details, and then I can go view purchase history. I bought, not Helldiver, see, I bought Star Rupture and Quantum Stone, and Cuphead, those are indie games. Path of Exile is probably the only high-10 game. Oh well, these are points, not Path of Exile, so it doesn't really count. Where Windsmeet doesn't count, so I wasted a lot of money on microtransactions, so you can definitely buy me with good items in the microtransaction. No, I'm Not Human, and Warhammer 40k Darktide, that's indie game. Darktide could be AAA to AA, I don't really remember when it was. Again, two other one, Hail the Rainbow and The Last Caretaker, both of these are indie. Ayla, indie. Lens Island, I bought for a friend. Hell is Us, I don't remember purchasing that. Hell is Us, what is that? I don't remember. Luto, which is a horror game. Hell is Us. Oh yeah, Hell is Us, which I also believe is a triple. I don't think that was a triple A. I think that was double to indie game. Escape Simulator 2. Are we there yet? Indie. Misery, indie. Sluts and Daggers, indie. Order 30, indie. Guilty as Suck, indie. Days Gone Broken DLC is the only triple A here that I can think is a triple A, but that's a DLC. Megabunk. And this was like in October. This is back in October 2025. World War C. Probably the only one now. October 9, 2025. I bought World War C for $30. For $30. No, 30 euros technically. So it's a little more, but you know, $30 close. Else I did buy Battlefield 6. That's the only thing I think I bought that could be considered AAA. So I really don't buy much. But I definitely have wasted so much money on microtransaction. And that just goes to tell you, if you make a really good game, I will buy shit in your game. I don't really care. As big fan as a non-big fan I am for microtransaction, definitely when it's predatory, in certain ways, I definitely feel like certain things are more expensive when they need to be for items. But it is what it is.
Even further. How can anybody be surprised with how players act today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're more hostile than ever, but the industry itself is more hostile than ever. We have more gambling psychology pumped into these games to the point that even Vegas would start blushing. Ownership is starting to vanish. We have microtransactions that have...
Next up, we're going to gamble what game you're going to play, and you're going to pay us $17 to draw what game you're going to play for a certain amount of hours. Are you going to be lucky? Are you going to get 10 hours of this game, or only 1 hour of this game, or 10 minutes?
Infested nearly every single experience. Slop just keeps getting served to the players, and we're expected to pay for it. Prices keep going up. We're done with it. They're not going to eat the slop anymore. They're going to make you eat the slop like you deserve. I think what a lot of people fail to realize,
for them, we just deserve slop, and it's irritating as hell.
Is people, they really love their video games. They are very passionate about this hobby. This is the way that they escape. This is the way that they get away from a lot of the problems that plague them in life that now are starting to plague them in games, and that's just not going to work. This is how people make a lot of friends, meet up and hang out with a lot of other friends. I mean, I check a couple of guys that I know still to this day are people that I played Modern Warfare 1 with way back in the day. And you have a lot of people right now that are just not happy with the direction that the games industry is going in, and they're showing how unhappy they are right now.
They're really unhappy.
I'm going to say, I make these videos purely out of selfishness. It's because I want games to get better for me, because I want to play better games. I want more games that are made for me, and I am so lucky, insanely lucky, that I get the amount of support that I get from my audience and from a bunch of other people on YouTube that, you know, there's a lot of people that resonate with the messages that I have, with the discussions that I have, with the opinions that I have, which goes to show that there's a lot of people that are out there that feel the exact same way that I do. And that does not mean anything.
Yeah, I definitely feel like most of the time, like Legendary Drops is kind of the type of person I wish I could be in some way. Like, not I want to be him, but like I would love to like be able to talk and do the same thing, but I just don't have the capability to do that. I don't even know where to start, because I'm stuck in a self-perpetual motion of what would you call it? Not self-annihilation, but I keep trying to take a step forward, I take two back kind of deal.
Good for the games industry. I'm going to tell you that right now, because I am not a very happy customer.
I'm not either.
You have to confront that. You have to figure out a way to be able to harness that. I know that that's possible. You can use that to make better games. Tools have never been more available. Information's never been... Knowledge is never...
Oh my god, yeah, that's so easy. You could literally stop doing that. You could literally do this thing now. Instead of be like, okay, guys at my table that I hired, what are we gonna make today? You could literally go and say, hey guys, what games do you want to make for us? What game do you want us to make for you? And they could literally get millions of suggestions, and they could then do something like, okay, like literally be like a triple A live stream about, hey, what game playing or something like that. Like literally could do these things. You have so easy ways to actually do what people want to do by asking. There's nothing wrong with you asking. There's nothing wrong with you taking suggestions or doing something and then try to do these things. The only thing that would stop you is the limitation of what you can do and what you're allowed to do. But you could ask people. You could ask your fans. Ubisoft could come out and say, hey, we're sorry. Or some shit like, what are we going to do to make you guys happy? And something. And people will be like, telling you. People will tell you. Listen to the real critics that will tell you not just that the game is shit, but why it's shit.
Never been more available. And the ability to get feedback and connect with customers and get a pulse on culture has never been easier to do. It is just a click away. All you have to do is just listen and make better games. All you have to do is just put in the effort to understand and make better games. If we can get away from this self-absorbed games if we can get away from this self-absorbed games industry that we have been infested by for so long, where people want to have their cake and eat it too, where
yeah, developers or game studios now wants to bake a cake and then they go buy a better cake for the money that they wish for like they go like buy a even better cake while they served us the scraps and then tell us that, hey, here's your slot.
they think that they can just do whatever they want and that players are going to show up and pay for it. I'm sorry, that's just not how this works. I mean, look at the
like game devs today now is like them trying to hold the goddamn feast and then expecting us to pay for the feast.
tens of thousands of indie games that don't get purchased every single year. Most of these guys don't even make the $100 licensing fee to get put onto Steam. You have to understand that people are not going to show up for everything. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully people understand why people hate video games or why people are so mad at the games industry right now. Really do hope this message gets through. If you guys enjoyed this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, share it on social media. Definitely share it on social media. Share it on all the medias.
I will. I will. It's definitely a good one. Can share it here. Fantastic video. There we go. I shared it. Now we can leave. I liked, shared it, and now I can remove it. But yeah, that was this video. I have a lot of other things to also go through here. I have this little thing here for what I'm supposed to react to. But yeah, no, I agree. I definitely heavily agree with Legendary Drops. I'm definitely very in sync with this video. Great video. I agree. What is here? It's truly sad. The whole AAA is digging for itself. When we could hear the sound Sad that the whole AA is taking for self that. Well, I've never been a good great video, and I agree, and I totally agree, 100%. I totally, is that totally agree, 100% with you, 100%. It's really sad. There we go. Also commented it. I comment on his video, which was a great video that I finally watched. I always watched them 3 days later rather than actually doing it by the time where I actually needed to do it. But because I'm doing all the things, you know. Now, next on the list, we have a video from Leaflet. But still, great video, love it. Probably gonna save it in favorite because I really do love that one. That one was definitely one of the best videos. It's really sad how the industry really just have done that, but I just can't. Anyway, let's watch something else. Cleanse our palate a bit. We have a music video, I think. I don't know if it's a music video. We have a song made by Slimecore Radio and Leaflet. Sorry, I don't know if this is main channel, Leaflet Clips. Okay. Leaflet Clips. Yeah. Okay. Slimecore Radio. Sure. Either way, I don't give a fuck anymore.
奴らにとっての言葉は人類を欺く術だ。
It's a rhyme. Okay. Okay.
I walk the path of peace, a candle in the night. I offer you an open hand. I try to do what's right. But kindness is a currency you bankrupt souls despise. You look upon a patriot and see a terror rise. You scream of hate and race, you point the finger high. But I see the judgment burning in your own fucking eye. It's all deflection, a smoke screen to hide your own disease.
It's all a smoke screen to hide your own disease.
You're the actual demons bringing nations to their knees. I heard the cheering from the crowd when the lawful good was slain. I saw the joy within your eyes, the pleasure in the pain. Are echoes of the dead. That filled me with the dread. You killed the hero of sunlight, so you got the wolves instead. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm kicking down the gate and I'm settling the score. You wanted the
Settling the
light,
score.
you wanted the slime. I'll bring my sword to the bottom. It is judgment time.
No, no, but a
The
little-
cleric is dead.
Alright.
The prayer devil sees down the grave paladin, and I'm hunting the beast. No, I don't give a fuck anymore.
Finding the beast. Wait.
Midweek Legion's machi with arguments to straw. You rewrite every history, you rewrite every law. You cling to save the downtrodden, the ones you say you love, but you turn into the butcher when push comes to shove. One step out of light and then you eat your fucking own. I shatter every mirror till the ugly truth is shown. You wear virtue like a crown of thorns. And you hate the successful, believe yourself you Lord. Consuming culture till the well runs dry. Perverting love with the fucking twisted soul.
This is a good song.
Never do the fucking work. You want it all within your shadow stars. The mob is screaming, demanding real man. But I am here to fucking take it all away.
Oh, this is a good song.
my veins. If I must burn the world, just say that I will hold the reins. I banish you, begone your mouth. My sight, you wailing banshees, burn away within the holy light. I'll fight you in the darkness. I'll fight you in the deep and shatter every bullshit promise that you never meant to keep. I don't give a fuck anymore.
I'm kicking down the gate and I'm settling this home. In my phone in the bottom, just in time. Everything, it's all I see. The great holiday and I'm 100 feet. In the heart and it's more. Make me cheer, my face can you see? Oh shit. What an awesome fucking song. What an awesome song. What a awesome song with so much feeling and truth. I'm on your side. This survivalist take up his weapons and stand ready at the gate when you need me the most. What an awesome freaking thing. That is freaking awesome. So freaking cool. Alright, we got a lot of shit happening. A lot of shit is happening. What's the down here? I don't know. It's like a line. That's funny. Still awesome freaking song by Silicon Radio and Leaflet and Asari. Definitely awesome people. I have a Leaflet video here to react to later. We could probably react to that later. So far we have some other things. We have some more music videos and music to react to. Let's remove this one from playlist. We already saved that one, so we can always watch it again. So remove from playlist. These are some Pipkin videos. Woke YouTuber who nearly ruined VTuber's live. Okay.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So today we're going to be looking at one of the most blatant examples of someone messing around and finding out.
Okay, this one from today. A woke YouTuber who nearly ruined VTuber's life over a blatant lie has lost his entire audience. He lost it when people fucking know that the dude behind it, like all the people actually behind Yo Mama is gone. He's just
out. Someone getting what they deserve, however you want to phrase it. What we're looking at is a completely washed YouTuber who during his descent into irrelevancy has tried his best to grasp at any bit of attention he can get, even if it means throwing countless people into harm's way. One of the people who was affected by this individual is a VTuber by the name of Riri, a rat fiend VTuber who found herself in a massive harassment campaign thanks to this post, among others, where she was framed as a very awful, terrible person based on a complete and utter lie. But the damage had been done.
Really?
Millions of people saw this
Best
post
rap.
and they were harassing her and even were trying to threaten her in real life. And at the very least, she lost multiple accounts thanks to people mass flagging her accounts. Now, who is the antagonist of today's story? Well, you know him, you love him, Brody Fox.
I fucking hate the guy now. At least the guy behind the account.
Now, if you haven't
I was never like Your Mama jokes was fun when I was a child. At some point, it's like,
heard of this individual, good for you, because you're better off not knowing who this person is.
I wish.
This guy built an entire career for 15 years with one joke. Yo mama. That's it. It's still going to this day for over 15 years. To give you the too long didn't read version of events for today's video, this guy who was once getting millions and millions of views on every video he uploaded, he had a whole team behind him. Eventually, his YouTube channel starts to fall off. And when that falls off, he turns to the next place, Twitter, where he wants to basically cash in on his blue check mark by virtue signaling, telling all the Twitter freaks exactly what they want to hear about various political issues and social issues, even if it makes him a complete liar if you look at his previous statements.
Fucking damn it.
And then eventually, people start finding the skeletons in
Oh. Well, I didn't need a reason why I needed to vacuum the floors, I guess. Now I have one. I just put a lot of crumbs on the floor.
in his closet, and he doesn't look so good anymore. He's no longer the hero of the Twitter freaks. And then he does what every washed content creator does when they know the well has dried up. He tried to release a crypto coin, and now everybody dislikes him. So let's look at his channel. I'm sure.
Wait, what the fuck? What? What? The fuck did he do? If, of all people, he tried to do a cryptocurrency. One thing I would say, a cryptocurrency is probably mostly a right-wing thing. Not all right-wings, of course, but it's definitely mostly a right-wing thing. Doesn't mean that left-wing people can't do it, or centrists can't do it. But it definitely seems to be mostly, like Crypto Bros, mostly seems to be at least right-wing political. And of course, I can be wrong, but that's what my observation is. So that he did that would definitely make the left people fucking hate him.
Sure, you guys are already subscribed. It's the Yo Mama channel with over 5 million subs. Now, I ordered this by the most popular videos. He's been doing this for 15 years. One joke for 15 years. Now, you can see the old ones here. Millions and millions of views. Like I said, the guy had a whole team working with him. But if you sort by new, the most recent videos, Buddy has fallen off on his...
What do you think? Fair enough too?
historic levels.
So, dude is getting 10k. Sure, more views than me. If I go into my channel, I don't get much views. I think I'm shadow banned on YouTube. I do not know. I got a bit here, and then I started like getting like 12, and then I got like nothing here on like this one. Don't know why this one is like just got nothing. I think they don't like Stellar Blade. Could be maybe it's too the thing is too sexual, maybe. I don't know, but this one also didn't get any. So definitely getting more. The right-wing crypto bro thing. I from my observation, this seems to be like the biggest thing. So if he does do a crypto scheme, that's like mostly a right-wing grift. Like it doesn't have to like when I say right wing, I don't mean like all right wings. I don't mean like just everybody. I just mean it's like mostly the people have right wing leaning political standpoints. Are mostly mostly crypto bros or people who do crypto does have that kind of leaning. Doesn't mean all exceptions to every rule, and I may also be 100% wrong. It just seems like it from my observation. Doesn't mean all again. I think I don't know the political value of every person who does crypto and such. So I can of course again be wrong. I'm only saying my observation from it. It just feels like it also mostly would be a thing. Like again, it just I don't know, it just doesn't feel like something that at least the people that he tried to like be on to. But yeah, again, like in that sixth stream, like I don't know. This one has no views 5 months ago. So again, I feel like I'm shadow banned. And then I got like 18, 28, 19 on some of my React videos. This one got 100k because it was my first Scribers video. But then I got like it down a bit. This one got like 66 because again, I think it was Scribers video. But my other things here didn't get that much. But my shorts, which I do need to make more of, popped off quite a lot more. Like this one, 28k. That's still more than some of these two videos here that was from like a day and 10 hours ago. Now that of course can change and it could become a K. I really do need to start uploading more shorts. I found out one thing is if you upload too many shorts too fast, it does kill. It just dies.
You can see his most recent videos. He's still uploading daily. Okay, 2K views, 2K views, 5K views, 2K views. I'm sure the video you're watching right now will outpace these videos within, I don't know, a couple minutes basically. Okay, and my channel.
How many views? Okay. This one is a day ago. This one here is a day ago. This 3 days ago. This one a day ago still has more views than this one 3 days ago. And even the one 8 days ago.
Has a tiny fraction of what this guy
I think this one has almost no views. I think the one reason why this one probably has was because of Miley Cyrus being there.
Now, if you want a taste for his content here, let's just get a quick listen as to what's going on here.
Yo mama's so fat. In Pokemon Go, he was marked as a Pokestop.
I'm glad I grew up. At points of these times, I'm like, I'm glad that I actually grew up.
It is 2026, and he's making Pokemon Go jokes. Like, what on earth happened?
Well, when people are creatively bankrupt and have a grift to keep continuing, they need to do whatever.
And when your OC looks like this, you know you're dealing with an absolute narcissist. But yeah, this video not doing so hot with the like to dislike ratio. I mean, this is just from 2 weeks ago, 188 likes versus 539 dislikes. And the comment section is just absolutely brutal, dude. Yo Brody is so stupid. He thought crypto was the best way to pay his employees. Now I see why Red Minus left you. Yo Mama is so stupid, he decided to make a meme coin based off himself to rescue his dead channel. Yo Mama's so FLA file. I wish they would do original jokes again. Yo Mama's so stupid. She tried to sue a 17-year-old for using FLA files. All of these things are relevant to this video, ladies and gentlemen. As ridiculous as they all sound, they are relevant to what
Your
we're
mom is
about
so
to
old,
talk
she
about.
walked out of the museum and the alarm went off. Your mom was so washed. Your mama so washed. Your mama is definitely
So,
dead.
again, returning to his account, ever since his YouTube channel has been in decline, which, by the way, requires a team to make work. So I don't know how 2K views on a YouTube video is paying the bills. Okay, and that'll be relevant later. But he's been tweeting a long time, and this
I don't know. I mean, if he loved those daily, probably does.
is like the golden response right here. So you can see back in 2020, he tweeted hashtag Black Lives Matter, because of course he did. Okay.
Of course he did.
And this guy right here, I believe he's a comedian. He said, "Thank you, funny Patrick Warburton, cartoon creator of twerking videos made specifically towards young children. Truly the Martin Luther King of our time." Absolutely cooked.
Fucking
and yeah,
buddy.
if it wasn't clear already, his channel is completely aimed towards
That's funny. That's funny. Yep. That right there, make that into a cartoon.
children, and there's a lot of stuff that seems extremely inappropriate for a channel like this. But of course, he's also a self-hating man. You can see him talking about speaking out against human rights and being persecuted for it. And as recent as October of
Yet I'm still here and your mama's still fat. Oh yeah, good one. What, have you said that like 1,000 billion times
last
now?
year,
Get over it, you racist. Okay, so he's a racist to white people too.
calling racist mayo monkeys. I guess, I don't know, I'm assuming he's white, so that's some friendly fire, but yeah, that's another self-hating man, I guess.
Yeah. If he's white, self-hating, self-loathing. Typical of these people. Always typical of these people.
That's very pathetic behavior. He also has Asmongold derangement syndrome because
Of course he does. He also has Trump derangement syndrome, would you say?
Of course he does. In this tweet right here back in October of 2025, saying the reason Asmongold has fans is because he's showing them you don't have to be kind, considerate, respecting of a person to succeed in life. Here's their motivation to never improve on themselves.
The reason Esquilin has fans is because he's showing them you don't have to be kind, considerate, respecting person to succeed in life. Is their motivation to never improve on themselves? I don't know. People don't see Asmongold as a role model. That's why you get it wrong. Asmongold is not a role model to inspire. He's a kind of like a person you listen to. He's a, what is it called? Visionary? No, he's just repeating what people feels. So he feels like a safe space to actually have thoughts that isn't just demeaning, that isn't just I say this thing and all of a sudden I'm gonna get canceled kind of concept. Oh fuck. So it's like so it's like that.
The king of empathy. Yo, dial up iDubbbz. This guy right here, he understands empathy, okay? This guy gets it. Oh, wait. 1 week later, Asmongold is having a conversation about, I believe, it might have been Assassin's Creed Shadows, something like that, right? And Brody, king of empathy over here, responded by saying, Yo mama so, with someone digging a grave, referring to the fact that Asmongold's mother had passed away.
Yeah.
This guy who...
Well, you know, The people of empathy, the people of love and tolerance are, of course, the most unloving and most intolerant.
1 week earlier was saying you need to be more nice to people and empathetic. Absolute hypocrite. That is a theme of this video, ladies and gentlemen. But look at this brave soldier, this activist, this hero, if you will, in this post from 2025 saying, some of us are ready to die for freedom. At least I am. I'll die for trans rights. Ladies and gentlemen, get this guy a medal. This guy is a hero. Wow. That is some brave stuff coming out of your keyboard, man.
Yeah.
And of course, like, you can see he goes viral, right? He gets like 68,000 likes on these sorts of virtue signaling tweets.
Damn.
Where he says, trans rights are human rights, autism rights are human rights, we will stand, we will fight. Everyone has human rights, except for people that disagree with him, of course.
Yeah, yeah. People who disagree with him doesn't have human rights. That's true.
But he's going to fight.
That's what they think, at least.
Now, what does that fight look like, ladies and gentlemen? Well, he whips out his keyboard and makes stuff like this. It's okay to punch a Nazi. Again, this is a very brave post. Now, we're making fun of you not because we are trying to sympathize with the punching target here. It's because this is performative and ridiculous. But guess what? It gets 156,000 likes on Twitter. And oh, wait, he does it again. He reposted it a couple months later because the clout well was getting a little bit too dry for his taste. Which is very funny because he's doing this while holding an American flag, while earlier that year saying, F America. Well, of course, again, adding in trans rights are human rights, blah, 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 blah. Be trans, I'm ready to fight for you. What a guy. What a guy. Yeah. Now, the irony of the posts he's made, many of them talking about punching his enemies and all these things. This user would tag him and, among others, saying, you still owe me $30 for this art I made for you that you used and you said you would pay me $30 for, even though this is still tapping into our assets, which you used with no credits. My Cash App is here. Your move, bud. Now, I'll explain the reason this person ends up switching to Cash App. They wanted to protect their real life identity. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So what are we talking about? Well, there was this Discord conversation between that individual and, of course, Zach James, which is Brody Fox. And they used assets to make fan art. And I guess Brody Fox really liked it. And even said as such that basically wanted to give a tip. And it was like, okay, so like how much you thinking? And they say, I don't know, like $30. I'll take $30 for this, right? It didn't happen. Now, of course, this is not a contract, ladies and gentlemen. He's not legally required to pay this kid $30, but at the same time, why not do that? Also, for a guy who brags about his Twitter earnings, you couldn't have just found $30 out of your earnings dashboard here. And by the way, this is total earnings. You didn't earn this in like a bi-weekly check or anything. But yeah, why not tap into that? Which again is very ironic for people like this. I point it out every single time. This guy hates Elon Musk. Just type in Elon or Musk onto his account. Yeah, it's endless tweets. He also believes that this right here was a Nazi salute. And then people are pointing out, but you pay for blue checkmark. Bros, I get paid more every 2 weeks than the cost of the blue checkmark. Technically, Elon is losing money on me. The revenue business model he made is bad like that. One of the reasons Twitter has lost so much in value. Interesting. That's not really how it works. But at the end of the day, no matter what, you're still giving money to a guy you believe is a Nazi. I mean, like, please, explain.
Well, wait. Let me get this straight. This guy actually think Elon Musk or X themselves pay him. And not thinking that he gets paid because, oh, he has so many people, you get a lot of interaction. That means a lot of fucking ads get viewed. You fucking Dumbo. You goddamn freaking dumb boy. A lot of fucking ads are getting viewed.
Me how that works. And then he says, well, basically I make more money. Okay. And what? That extra money is going towards a pool that is then given out to other creators, and we don't know how much of that actually goes to Twitter itself. It's not public information. But when you make beyond the price of the blue check mark, it's only helping Twitter grow. This is the stupidest logic I've ever seen in my life. This guy is a walking hypocrite. And by the way, I'm sorry to tell you, when you have to sit here and really care this much about Twitter revenue, you're cooked. You are cooked, dude. And like, you know, we saw the 3,000 for like over a year plus of tweeting every 2 minutes. It cannot be worth it. McDonald's is a much better option for you at this point. You'd be serving more people than you would be with this constant virtue signaling on social media. Now let's get back to Riri here, okay? This rat theme Vita right now.
Riri, best French rat. Probably the only French rat that I know. I don't know any other French rat. May know a lot of rats. I don't remember.
We're choosing routes. Are you gonna go with the Riri rat, or are you going with the Brody Fox? That is the question, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't trust foxes.
Now, how did she get into this situation? Well, let's see here. Back in March of 2025, Brody Fox, I'm not sure what exactly he was responding to because her account, or at least this account, has been since suspended. He said, "This you," showing this from her Twitch account, or at least one of her Twitch accounts, where she's adjusting her camera. And yes, adjusting her camera. What he's trying to say here is that she was doing a Nazi salute. Now, of course, this coward, this liar, this slanderer doesn't want to show you the actual clip. So, unlike him, I will show you the actual clip, and then you can make your mind up whether or not she was doing a Nazi salute.
Je repop. Attention tout le monde. Waouh, on n'a pas de filtre. Je suis décalé encore. Je suis décalé encore ou pas? Ne maintenant, je vous en supplie. Je prie. Et bien, voir Pi aussi, bah, voir si du follow. Yo, t'es toujours décalé?
Now, of course, this dude originally got a community note where it was basically saying she was just adjusting her camera as seen in the full clip. And the full clip was provided by Riri, but unfortunately, it's now been suspended. And people in his community, in Brody Fox's community, were brigading the community notes to get this taken down. And guess what? They succeeded. And especially nowadays, there's no way really to go back because all the proof comes from an account that has been suspended. I found this on a different source, but that is the original context that she provided. But nevertheless, they were all successful in getting her account suspended, among others. They got multiple accounts suspended by mass flagging. I mean, dude, let me go back here for a second. Let me just show you. This post, I gotta hammer this home, had 161,000 likes with 19 million views. Even if 1% of the people who saw this believed its veracity, that's 180,000 people who now believe she is a full-fledged Nazi. That is how damaging a tweet like this is. Absolutely insane stuff. But let's move on here to his response. When he finds out the note has been removed, he said, "Gotta love how the community note was removed and she got suspended." Yeah, I bet you love that. I bet you reveled in it because it provided context that the majority of people were not made aware of. You didn't want people to see the full context because you were so hell-bent on trying to ruin this woman's life over a complete lie that you revel in the proof being suppressed. And this wasn't just, oh, she was being suspended and harassed online. There's people threatening her in real life as well, like significant threats. And it's because of this stupid tweet. Unbelievable. Like completely ridiculous stuff. And one of the people who cover this is Chibi Reviews, who's going through his own complete hellscape right now. But he made a video about it, and a former animator for the Yo Mama channel left a comment saying this at the time. For the sake of myself and others, I feel it's important to say, because Brody Fox sure isn't going to, that first of all, he is not the animator of the videos, the artist who designed the characters, or the voice actor who did almost all the voice work. He's just the channel owner. And at this point, none of the people who actually made the channel content are involved with it anymore. Many of us distanced ourselves intentionally years ago. And of course,
Well, that's
Brody
just
Fox,
disgusting.
as recent as this month, about 2 weeks ago, said, I've worked with 20 plus people over the years. 2 animators being upset doesn't represent the goodwill I still have with many other colleagues, some of whom are now friends of mine. Moving forward, I'm going to block folks that blindly rage at me just like this. When people basically said everyone around you hates you. And, well, there's been Google Docs on this
Weeks of research.
guy from people who used to work with them. They talk about many different experiences. You can check it out for yourself if you find this
His NFT cryptocurrencies. Sorry, God fucking damn it. Of course, the fucking dude did the
post, but
crypto.
there's all sorts of claims that it was just a very hostile work environment. They were uncomfortable with some of the stuff they had to do in terms of their professional responsibilities. He was also pushing NFTs and other shady businesses on them. And that'll make a lot more sense in just a second because, well, recently he did a Yo Mama Facts, listing off all of his accomplishments over the years. And I gotta tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when you see someone doing this, when you see someone listing off their lifetime achievements, they're cooked. Something ain't right, because when you have to start falling back on everything you've done and you're showing everybody how much of a
What does it say there? I did not mean to do this. Whatever I did not mean to do it. Can I get it? Can I close it? How do I separate views? Thank you. I just wanted this to be beside. So it says right there on the screen, Twitter can reach 400 million people in 2025. Which one? This one? Ah, I see. Uh, 500 million Facebook users. That seems a little bit overblown. But then again, it is Facebook. Probably have more bots than anything. And then animated jokes. That's 850 too many, I think. Anime music video animated by the same artist of Juice WRLD, Marshmallow, Metallica, more music stars, official collab music. Vasey. That is so sad that I had to work with you. That was not worth his freaking life. Sonic the Hedgehog movie gave your mom a shout out via the Easter egg. Your mama, yeah, shout out via Easter egg. That's sad. one trending video on Pornhub for 7 days straight because it was too raw for YouTube. That is even sadder. Elon Musk hides my replies every time I'm about to ratio him. Yeah, because you definitely are a person who only reached 106k likes after trying to inflate your own ego and sitting there jerking yourself off. But your account definitely does not seem to have 5 million people in 2025.
The success you are, it ain't going well at the moment. And it's really not going well at the moment when the most recent stuff is stuff like this. #1 trending on the hub. Elon Musk hiding his replies when he was about to ratio him. Yeah. Amazing. Very proud of you. That's really great stuff. Yeah. Now, what happens when a content creator is completely washed and everyone's starting to turn on them because all of the people who are seal clapping over his virtue signaling posts, they didn't like this stuff coming out. The Google Docs, the issue with the artist not getting the $30 that was being offered, all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
You launch a shitcoin. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is the next step for people like Brody Fox. Yeah, he dropped a meme crypto coin based on himself. If the narcissism just couldn't be any more obvious, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. And it was so bad. I mean, like, the last remaining holdouts have all turned on this guy. His tweets went from getting like tens of thousands, if not over 100,000 likes on every single post to getting like 100 overnight just because of this. Even the most sycophantic fans were like, yeah, man, you're lame. This is lame. And for those reasons, I'm out. Okay? Including the voice actor of the character distancing himself from this entire situation. So this is Brock Baker, a voice actor, impressionist, comedian. He is the voice of the character, and he came out to clear the air and say, I am not a part of this nonsense.
Hi, my name is Brock Baker, and I am Brody Fox, the Yo Mama guy. I'm the voice actor for Brody Fox and Frank the Cap and a ton of other characters from the Yo Mama channel. But I don't run the Twitter. I don't run the YouTube channel. I have nothing to do with any of the Yo Mama or Brody Fox social media. I'm not involved in anything crypto or meme coin or Web3. I could not be any less interested in any of that. Okay? That's all Zach James, the co-creator of the Yo Mama brand. He does often make it clear that it's him running all the social media and not me. I'm rarely on Twitter, as you can tell by me still calling it Twitter. The last thing I want to do with my time is get in flame wars all day, every day. Just thinking about that exhausts me. Yeah. I wish this video was horizontal so I could lie down. I just want to make silly videos and do voices for cartoons and video games and make people...
Oh, wait. Is that what I think it was?
Get in flame wars all day, so I could lie down. I just want to make silly videos and do voices for cartoons and video...
The dungeon experience? Oh, that's not what it is. But I remember there was like a audiobook I was listening and watching that was exactly about that. And yeah,
and make people laugh. It's becoming less and less likely that the Yo Mama cartoons are ever coming back, especially since the band broke up.
So basically at this point, either everyone's left Brody Fox or the few remaining ones are just there.
So who's doing the voice now then?
To fill a role. They're just there
to
do
the voice and get paid for it.
Acting work, right? They're not involved. They have to actually come out and disavow themselves because, for example,
I would have left.
Then he left with no voice actor. He's in the bio of this guy. He's in his bio. So like, yeah, people are attacking him by proxy because he's in the bio of Brody Fox. And there's another situation, like there's so much, like, guys, I am scratching the surface. This video's gonna be like really long already. I am like doing the quickest version of events, I promise you, because this is like surface level. Like there's so much more, and I'm skipping over some stuff just for the sake of time. But here's one more. Where in a recent post where he was dispelling all of the myths about him, where he said, I never threatened to sue a 17-year-old. Instantly disprovable lie, where someone was using assets that belong to him.
Okay.
And he immediately responded by saying he's contacting his copyright attorney in Canada. Now, does that mean he was actually going to go out and sue? No, but saying I'm contacting my copyright attorney in response to someone showing what's going on seems a bit aggressive, does it not? But yeah, I have absolutely no sympathy for this guy. This guy has been a menace. He's gladly used his platform to completely lie about people and knows he's lying. He has to deep down know he's lying, especially with the Riri situation. Totally awful. Like literally put her in jeopardy because he wanted likes on Twitter that badly. Absolutely pathetic behavior. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section.
Awesome video from you, man. Love the content. And I have to agree, it's pretty sad what this guy is doing and how much, but also it's funny how he fucked it all up by just not being able to shut his mouth. Think about all those unpaid unpaid people who are working for him, never going to see never going to see a dime now. At least Riri seems to be doing better now. The awesome Rad survived. Now the awesome Rad survived. I'm trying to interact more. I really need to start getting my ass up and interact with people. Ooh. What does really well made. Very loud. Oh shit. Oh, nice. Mm. Awesome. Awesome again. If you don't follow, what his name, Sky Freeman or Skybrass, go follow Skybrass. He's awesome dude. I really like his content. He has more content that I do need to watch. Anyway, that was Rev says Desu. He's also awesome. Go check him out. Thanks for the watch. I have to close this down. And Skybrow's enemy opening. What is that? That's cool. Okay, that's awesome. That's cool. Okay. Okay. Appreciate it. Right. That's it. Okay, I think this is Iron Man. Oh, another tune head. Okay. Leaflet. Things are moving too fast. And there we have him. Oh. Hero. Wait. That's supposed to be Hero Hey, but I don't think Hero Hey has a female one. But, well, doesn't matter. It's a really good thing. Ooh, Lusty Links. So many awesome people. I need to know. Really awesome. Okay. Ooh, what do we have? Powder? Leave that again. It's called fucking Mace. Wait, was that the freaking building for the thing on Epstein Island shit? What the fuck was that? Oh, and criminal. There we have them. Okay. Oh my god, big team. That was awesome. We okay, we're not allowed to. Oh my god, one day I will make it here. So we have Keen, Syndicate. I don't remember what that is. The Gaming Syndicate Keen. I'm trying to get Cozy up to, if you would call it. I'm trying to use my I'm trying to roll 20 for charisma check, and to see if I can hang out with them. Part of the cool squad. We have some awesome people here as well. Probably would be named some people in here. Yeah. Yeah. Most of the people that's in here. Screech. And then we have, I think this is Night again, and this is Intellectual. I think this, I don't know. Oh, that was Banana Juju. That was a fast one. Banana Juju. A lot of awesome people. Okay.
People.
Again, I would like this one to be. I fucking hate YouTube's goddamn positioning. It is actually awful. Well, I'm saving that on favorite. Truly awesome. Really awesome video. Also, so a lot of news. Great to see how this whole thing is growing. Truly is creating something greater and showing us a great way to be creative. Great answer. Right, be creative. There we go. Will I say I'm a Skybro? I don't know exactly if I can be. I want to be. I don't know exactly what the qualification is. I like the guy. I like his content. So yeah, that was the Skybro anime opening. Next up, we have Cancel Me If You Can, Kisha music video. Oh wait, no. Let me check. I needed to check who most of these people are. Kind of wanted to check those. Okay, so here we have across legends. That guy, he's the mech-looking person. Truly awesome. First looks like a person playing Arknight. Okay. Hello, Greenie. Who's this? Silas Frost Runner. What does he do? Oh, he does a lot of things here. Oh, did some. Oh yeah, I need to watch that video. Stop poking me. But hello, Greenie. I'm gonna scratch up my paint on my gas mask. Don't know why it would be painted, but you know, I'll scratch it up. Those are some cool thumbnails, he definitely does. What the fuck? The face of this guy. Damn, he's so good at making these. Oh my god, I really need to up to anything interesting today? Survival shenanigans, pretty much. I'm tired and such. I did say I probably wasn't going to stream, and then said, you know what? This is a survival channel. I'm a survivalist. I'm going to stream anyway. I'm tired of being the pithy little bitch who always takes one squid forward and two back. I really want to start just doing things that I want to do. So I decided to stream, and most of it we just reacting to stuff, reacting to different videos and fun stuff. And if you have something to recommend, I will gladly take recommendation. Right now we're looking at a Skybrowse anime opening and such from a person, which I'm just gonna subscribe to. Why not? And leave comments on most of the videos. Right now I'm looking at all the channels and such. I'm already following that person. I'm looking at the people in the video. Did we intellectual there? Raving Mango. Why not? Just so that. Well, since everyone else has made fun of my music video, you can too. Sure, I will gladly watch your music video. Which one is it? You should be. If you are you part of my Discord? I don't remember if you are. Approve. If you are part of it, you could. I have video reaction suggestion channel, so could always join that and then do that. Put it there because I wanted to make it so that people could like send me that. So if you want to, you could do that. I'll DM you the link. Okay, yeah, that's also easier, of course. You can always DM it. Wait, stop one down. Gonna to the React list. Gonna put this one up here so that it isn't as long. And then I'm gonna refresh. So the people who was in it was these people here. I'm gonna subscribe to most of it. Oh, this guy, I interacted with this guy today. Noctago, I'm not a big fan of Noctago. He may be a person people seem to like. I'm not, I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of it. But I'm gonna subscribe to most of these other people because why not? Gaming Sin, already a person. There we have this guy. That was the guy. One of the guys that I couldn't really tell who is. Oh, that's a cute model. And there we Gaming Syndicate, trying to be better with. There we have your thing. Extent, Feeble, Links, Rankin, Nine Owls, Banana Juju, Griffin Knight, Ember, Nalia, Squee, Shunhead, Smugglana, Rob Kishe, Jelly Hoshi. Skipping over the people that I already technically follow or should be following. And yeah. Okay, and here was another one we couldn't really seem to be able to remember. Then we have Keen, of course. I'm subscribing. Oh, there we have Nine Owl. I've never gotten his things. I'll send you a link via DM. Yeah, I'm just subscribing to these people. Oh, and that person already did. Oh, I haven't subscribed to Banana. What the fuck am I wrong with? What the fuck is wrong with me? Okay, Griffin Knight. I mean, I follow her on there. Oh, yeah, that was the person. Squeege. I don't know. Jelly, of course. Gundam, I definitely am. Powder, I'm not subscribed to. I'm not subscribed to many because I really don't watch much YouTuber content. So I guess I'm just not. But it's a great time to start doing more. Okay. Music video, right? We have your music video here.
I woke up alone in a strange land with nothing I recognize. I had to relearn everything I thought I knew just to survive. I struggled so hard some days just living felt like winning a prize. I never understood how lonely it can be to be alive. Now I'm standing here alone with you, afraid to even touch you. In case everything that we ever built might crumble or shatter. All I want is to hold you close and say I love you forever. I can't decide if I'm living a nightmare or a dream come true. I would throw away almost everything
Definitely like the music.
that ever mattered if you would just say you would love me completely and forever. I don't know if I'm dreaming or if I'm caught in a delusion. I went from being alone to having you and our companions, but it doesn't quite feel real, like I'm living in an illusion. When it all might disappear, how can I love with all abandon? Now I'm standing here alone with you, afraid to even touch you. In case everything
The song is very good.
built might crumble or shatter. All I want is to hold you close and say I love you forever. I can't decide if I'm living a nightmare or a dream come true. I would throw away almost every feeling I had ever mattered if you would just say you would love me completely and forever. These thoughts are making me crazy. They be feel I'm going insane. I can tell if I'm trapped in an illusion or reality. Which one will scare me more? It's something I don't know and can't explain. When this world is a living hell, but your love is a fantasy. Now I'm standing here alone with you, afraid to even touch you. In case everything that we ever built might crumble or shatter. All I want is to hold you close and say I love you forever. I can't decide if I'm living a nightmare or a dream come true. I would throw away almost everything I had ever mattered if you would just say you would love me completely and forever. Stand here forced to live liars of blood and fire just to see our love through. Now I'm standing here. Now I'm standing here alone with you, afraid to even touch you. In case everything that we ever built might crumble or shatter, all I want is to hold you close and say I love you forever. I can't decide if I'm living a nightmare or a dream come true. I would throw away almost everything bad, not ever mattered if you would just say you will love me completely and forever.
That was good. That was really good. Really good. Love this song. And the story of animations was really sweet. And that doesn't make any sense. But the animation was really sweet. Much really sweet. What else? No, I comment my thoughts, as I will do. I think it was really good, really well made. Better than what I could do with my own song that I have. Well, I need a. That is not it. That was definitely not it. I need. What do I need? What I need is this one here, and my own song. But yeah, it's still good. In favor of that. That was really good. So somebody has been texting me.
I see.
Okay. But I have my own song here that I wish to have animated as well. Could be cool. This is what you always hear in the beginning of
Monsters screaming out, go first. If the fridge starts growling back, well, that's just Tuesday on my track. I survive the paranormal, I survive the chaos, and I will guide you through this haunted house. I'll take you on a wild ride, lock and load, no place to hide. Shotguns blazing in my hands tonight. I'll break the fear with every chance. Time today. I am psycho. Gas mask on and I'm ready to go on. I am psycho. Shotgun blazing, take it fast or slow. I am psycho. The friendly survival specialist. Step into
I have really tried to incorporate myself into the song. I did write the song myself from ground up.
The city's burning, but I crack a grin. Kick the door down, let the fight begin. I don't do quiet, I don't do tame. I turn the battlefield into a game. Bullets fly and the walls all shake. I'm calling the shots that nightmares break. They think I'll fall, but I advance. A madman soldier with a fearless stance. Laugh with me, don't look back. Spin the lever, click clack. Fear's got fangs, but I got jokes and one green glow that never shakes. Scarred but steady and I'll never slow. I am Psycho. Shout it back, let the whole world know. I am Psycho. The friendly survival specialist. Fear's just noise and I can't resist. Tick tock, bang bang, monsters flee. Why are they scared of me? Slide to the left, shotgun spin, baseline drops and chaos begins. Ready to fight, left through the night. Gas mask glow, I am Cyclone. Don't you know? I am Cyclone. Survivor, fighter, and a friend, you know.
This is one of my favorite parts.
Don't you know? I am Cyclone. Survivor, fighter, and a friend, you know. I am Cyclone. A smile on my face when the shadows grow. I am Cyclone. The friendly survival specialist. When the night gets colder, I'll still be cracking jokes. I am Cyclone. Gas mask on it.
I just really love the part
A
where,
smile on my don't you know?
where it just
I am
says
Cyclone. Survivor, fighter, and a friend, you know.
Survivor, fighter, and a friend. I love the song so much. It is really just such a good work. I'm so goddamn proud of that. I also got my fish comment. But yeah, I love the song. Definitely would love to have it animated.
I am Cyclone. A smile on my face when the shadows grow. I am Cyclone. The friendly survival specialist. When the night gets colder, I'll still be cracking jokes. I am Cyclone. Gas mask on and I'm ready to go. I am Cyclone. Shotguns blazing, take it fast or slow. I am Cyclone. Dancing with ghosts in the afterglow. I am Cyclone. Dancing through the apocalyptic show.
I made this whole thing myself. So I had the song playing while I recorded it on a wallpaper. Technically, if you look right up here, you can see some semi-invisible thing about my editing and Steam Deck, which just means that, hey, the program things here, normally not meant to be there. I normally delete them. But they're semi-invisible, so I didn't see them on the screen when I recorded it until much, much later, after editing it and after posting it, and days later, weeks. So this was a background from Wallpaper Engine that I recorded the song on. Then I went into editing it, where I put the lyrics in, and I had to really crop into lyrics to fit and such. And then I edited it.
With every chance, time today.
Do you have a picture of your character in that outfit that has the entire model? What you mean? Let's see. Do I have a picture of my character in that outfit in the tire model? Yes, I do have this here. With a gun holster and thing here. This is not like this one that I have here, but this was like I had this one made after I had my model design, but this was pretty much that. The first ever drawing I got, I think, was this one here. That was one of the drawings, which this one took inspiration from another artist, so that I had something I could work with. That was then, of course, used for inspiration for this here, which is the one from Tati, which is my 2.0 model coming out, which is, of course, something I am excited for, where it has the paranormal and universal. Yeah, it has the paranormal, universal paranormal, observational, and universal legion symbol on it, or P.O.U.L for short. I have a AI build you animation model. I could. I'm trying to do some things here with some images that I have created. Let's see if I can find it here. Okay. Ad break. Oh, that was an ad break. Yeah, I changed how ad break works, just so that it was. I was starting on the project, so I have these images here a bit made, where it's like some of them is like this one is probably the one I'm gonna use, but then I have these made just to like use that's for like just 20 maybe 20 seconds on Grok getting them animated for like just the beginning of the lyrics.
Haunted house, I've seen worse. Monsters screaming, I'll go first. If the fridge starts growling back, well, that's just Tuesday on my.
Which can be pretty easily heard from me having a fridge that looks like it could growl, haunted house, and track that says Tuesday. So I kind of generated that and have to have them animated.
I survived the chaos and I will guide you through this haunted.
And that is with this picture here. I will guide you through this haunted house. Would be like this one here, where I'm like reaching out, like come with me or some shit. And then yeah.
House, I'll take you on a wild.
And then wild ride, if it wanted to fucking open. I had myself in a car, I guess, with no room. This looks like it's a one-man car, but whatever. And then I also just have some other things like this. Looks a little weird, but it doesn't matter. This looks like an action figure. Like, it looks like a small little action figure that is just so small. And I just liked it, so I took it. And I don't know, I'm also doing some other things in here. I have some old images in here. These images, they were like, they like really old. They were made, can I see properties? They were like made in 2024. So like almost 2 years. And they were like things I made for fun when AI was like still quite new, but actually powerful to generate these things. These were made on Bing Image Creation. I may take some of these, have Grok edit them so they don't look as sloppy, because some of them have very sloppy work. Like this here. So, yeah. And some of the masks as well also looks weird. Some of them looks cool enough. But this was like when I started beginning to go into my character. In the beginning, how I went... One fun little thing. Before I actually went into my avatar that I am now, my VTuber model, I I started going back into Twitter. I had my old Twitter account still, MJG Jensen, as it's still called. Change it probably a bit. I didn't really remember what else, but and then I started like trying to interact and post and such, and that was like at the break of 2024, where wokeness was really ingrained into video games. That's when I started going into it, and that's because I kind of wanted to go back into content creation. So, and that's where I found like people who used Bing AI to create like Warhammer things, and like, okay, this is actually quite cool, and then that. And then as I got my model and became a VTuber, I was like, oh shit, people actually hate it so much. So I tried to slowly decrease the use of AI and actually posting it to the point that it just became non-existing. And then I got into like, as I watched one of my favorite, which is let's see, can we see his? Ooh, you come and got a heart from Skybrowse. Awesome. Can I see his video in here? No, that is quite not here. I didn't even watch that. That is Reggie.
In this town,
Reggie started like I started watching Reggie. I think I saw somebody react to his videos, and then I went and watched them myself. I don't really remember. It was this video down here. But the way he does like content,
explore the outskirts.
it is very much
Final
if
boss,
you-
giant min. States Navy.
if you
Don't really remember.
if you very much look at this and see some of the memes that I make, he inspired me kind of making memes in some way. So I started making memes, and he wasn't the only one. Some of my friends also inspired me, or mutuals on Twitch started. So after I started doing that, I started just making memes, and that then of course became into all of whatever I have in here, which I made. Most of it I try to just find things with random pictures, like in here. Random pictures of random people in gas mask that I could just use and put green glowing eyes on, and then be done with it and call it, yeah, that's me now. This is me now, guys. This is technically me. It has green glowing eyes, so it's definitely me, guys. This one I could probably, change the color of the hood, like trying to mask the color in. I have done that before, after all. You can not see it with that one, but you can see it with. I swear I do. I swear I do, guys. I swear I do it. Like I do with this one, for example. I did. This one here I did make it. It was also used from a thumbnail, which I liked. But yeah, I do it sometimes. But now I'm kind of gone back in circle, I guess. You know what, I can definitely put this one on a react video so that I can react to it. So yeah, I definitely have plans to do whatever it is, kind of what it is that I wanted to do with that. So and I don't know what AI can feed. I don't really want to, but I don't know exactly what AI can like. I'm trying to just use descriptories. It works quite well to use a description of my character, trying to get that in there. What's the time? Oh, that shit. That's so late. It's 22. That is 9 p.m. Anything happening in here? So. Oh, somebody else, though. So, that's that. That was not what we want. There we are. I'm trying to do this one. Cancel them if you can. So this is like another person doing something. Cancel me if you can. T-shirt music video.
Cancel me if you can. Throw your lies my way. I'll spit the truth, make you pay. Unbreakable code in this endless fight. Cancel me if you can. Hit peace drops, misquotes my stream. DMs flooding toxic dream. Facts on kill, they counter scream. Lies unravel like
Oh no.
steam. Personal shots, they aim to break. But I reload. No
Oh, it's a gun.
slander spins, I stay awake. Truth, my blade, for heaven's sake. They swarm like cold, try to delete. But truth's my hack.
Yeah, I definitely do think I'm doing something wrong when it comes to my character and edits, because I can't really get something like this so detailed and feel like maybe I could. I just feel like I can't get anything on this level. Always looks weird.
Stage, unfiltered posts, I engage. Love crumbles, turn the page. Faceless horde, they twist and shout. Echoes loud, but I call out. Hypocrites in the crowd, I stand firm, no doubt. Bots and trolls, they try to mute my voice.
Okay, I'm going to live now, Cyber, just FYI. Okay, I'm going live now, Cyber. So we'll have best of luck with you. Okay. Alright, take care, man. Thank you. You take care too, Greenie. You take care too. I need to get some things to drink, I can see it.
Death preach woke, but silence critique. Sponsors bail, shadows sneak. Receipts dropped, expose the weak. System cracks, I reach the peak. From mob to core, the web they weave. I cut through, make them grieve. Uncancelable, I believe. Truth prevails, no reprieve.
Song. That's a really good song. I really like this song. Really good. Alright, we reacted to this one, so we can remove this.
Tell me if you can roll your lies my way. I'll spit the truth, make you pay. Unbreakable code in this silence. Tell me if you can. Rise from the band, foxfire bright. Speak what's real all the night. They try to change, but I ignore. You will find only a hill to die on.
In this town, every
Alright, that was a really great song. I really loved it. Can't tell me if you can. That's so true. They really tried and they definitely lost. Truly a good song. Truly love it. I'll now go over to something else. Alright, time for something else, guys. We are going back to Skybrows. That is not how you spell it. Skybrows. So I wanted to check out some other things he has. He has other work that I don't really know much about. He have done other things. He has so much work. How much did he do? Okay, most of these things are some animation. But he did other songs, did he not? Did he do other things? Fooling around. Mining Asmongold.
In Twitch's mountains, wide and tall, one stream of towers over all. Its beard as white as winter's frost, its purest time forever lost. Deep below where shadows fold and strike the vein of Asmongold. All he himself with eye so keen, minds what others put on stream. In its way from times of old, the rhyming cliffs and stories told. What we take, he takes tenfold. That's the goods of Asmongold. In MMOs he made his name, from World of Warcraft came his fame. Now every game and daily news becomes a lie for him to use. Each reaction, view and take, the more content we help to make. As miners, viewers all enrolled in the guild of Asmongold. Tabs on stakes ignite the chat, debates that twist this way and that. Asmon grins, his points are raised, but corny man slightly deranged. Elon's gaming fees proclaimed, yet boosting scandals left him chained. Asmon laughed to climb so high, he had to let another try. From gaming streets to global news, Asmon shares his candid views. Leaders quarrels all about. Last they're all just crashing out. Shots and clips, the verdict's in. Asmon stay cut through the gym. Developers should turn about. Risk the game, just tapping out. Raise your pickaxe high with pride, with fellow miners at your size. We're all just mining Asmongold. As this song now meets its end, without a mind we will extend. The cycle never truly stops, still mining Asmongold.
Alright.
In Twitch.
Alright. Good night, Mamsie. Who's this one? Alright. That was a really cool video from Skybrows. That was a badass one. Really cool, really cool. Game around 2025, we watched that one, which was just the AI animation. Future Past Attribute. So this one was a lot of things to do with Asking gold shit that has happened over time with Concord such. Oh my god, no.
Batman, I caught a little Pokemon. Do you want to know what Pokemon I caught?
What Pokemon did you catch, Joker?
I caught a little punny, Batman. I caught a little punny.
Oh no, Joker. Don't tell me.
You already know, Batman. You know what I'm going to do to that thing.
Joker, it's an animal, Joker. You can't.
Batman, there's no laws against the Pokemon,
No.
Batman. I can do whatever
Joker,
I
no.
want with it.
No, Joker. No, don't do it.
I'm going to do it, Batman.
No, 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 no. No, no, no. A little in the fire and then like, no, 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 no. This one.
No, 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 no. Wait.
No. This is me right there, like, no, don't do it. Charlie the Unicorn Horror Edition. Oh no. Charlie was definitely a freaking horror show. Literally stole this kidney. So if they made it realistic, it'll definitely be a horror movie. Then weird gang. Magical unicorn. For this show would be a horror show if it were not an old animation. Super cool. Like if it were not an old animation and it was actually realistic. So great depiction. A great depiction. A great depiction of a classic. A great depiction of the classic. Super cool. I'm just reacting to his old stuff. I want to check out what else. Because he's really a visionary of our time, I would say. He's also a messiah of like this. Then we have like something about the Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg was really made for here because he has that uncanny face that just doesn't look human enough. Like, oh my god, Jesus Christ. Shouldn't he really doesn't need more power. Just stop, press the button. Oh, no, thank you. This survivalist will not join you and you never make me. I will never be turned into a lizard person. You'll never catch me. Never will. What else is there? But that was that was also a great video from him. Soccer Ball will be getting updated next year. Or it'll be extended, upgraded song. Oh yeah. Extended and upgraded song. What else is there? We have some like Street Fighter Alpha, Street Fighter, Sora 2, P.O.U.L Season 3. P.O.U.L.
When gravity thinks it has the upper hand, these guys drop a forearm on it. 12 inches of tusk, 200 pounds of muscle, and zero respect for rooftop property. Parkourks, mud, stone, muscle, and momentum. Where 600 pounds of green fury meets gravity and wins. This isn't parkour, it's parkour.
That's
Raw
funny.
muscle meets medieval masonry. You get the most brutal form of parkour the realm has ever seen. Sweat, spikes, and a whole lot of mud.
800 pounds of green muscle, leather, and pure dexterity. They're not just strong, they're airborne. New season, new scars, same...
Put tusks to tiles, mud to the face, and gravity in its place. This is more than parkour. It's the Parkour League.
It's not just muscle, it's movement, it's mud, it's mayhem, and it's coming to a rooftop near you. Parkour Competitive League.
They said orcs were too heavy, too angry. Turns out they're just aerodynamic.
Parkours!
It's not just parkour.
Parkour.
It's tusks, mud, and a whole lot of muscle. Medieval rooftops become playgrounds.
This is funny.
They're fast, they're
Oh, you
fearless,
dead.
and yeah, they're green. This isn't just
Whoa.
parkour, it's parkour.
The editing in this is so freaking good. I'm not good at editing like this. Maybe I could. I don't know. I've never tried. I really need to.
Every wall, every drop. Parkour League! That was clean. You owe me another one after that.
In the stone veins of the old city, strength finds rhythm, speed becomes story. Welcome to the playground of the fearless.
Beautiful landing! Tastes like victory and mud.
Mud has electrolytes. That's science.
The rooftops of the old world. Slick stone, cold rain, and the fiercest athletes alive.
Nice splash, Braidling.
Beat your time next run, Tusky. They vault, they slide, they fly.
Hope you brought extra socks.
Socks are for elves.
Every drop of mud, every scarred brick, owned.
Don't blink, human.
You blinked. You slipped on purpose.
Yeah, style points.
I'm still beating you.
We'll see.
Parkour! In the ruins of the old world, speed is survival, style is respect.
Damn, that's a hot word.
Parkour League, beasts of balance.
3, 2, 1.
Don't blink. We are not getting the mud deposit back. Worth it.
In the city of stone and steel, the ground is lava. And orcs don't touch lava.
Parkour!
They fly, they flip, they break the rule book and probably the roof. Chasing points, glory, and the perfect landing.
Parkour!
Ha! Thought I was gonna eat it back there.
You move like smoke. Keep it up.
In the alleys where the rooftops close like jaws, only the fearless fly. Power, precision, playfulness. They call it Parkourks.
I'll steal one mid-flip, watch. This is wild.
This is funny. That is funny. That is so funny. Well, let's see. Catch what you got. Rock Imagine. Anti-stacking animation. What else do we have? And Onion News Home Match. Interdimensional Cable.
In a shocking report, a new dangerous trend of leaping into shark-infested waters because the prompt said so ends in predictable tragedy.
In a stunning new study, experts find that while trends continue as expected, the implications, though varied, remain largely unclear.
It's a hurricane, Steve, and if viewers at home were wondering, yes, standing out here feels exactly as unnecessary as it looks.
In a stunning development, investors pour billions into new AI startup that promises to just absolutely wreck something.
Back to you, Michelle, from a location where experts recommend literally nobody be standing, especially not while holding a metal microphone.
In breaking news, a local man breaks world record for most things broken while trying to fix something.
Uh-huh.
A gentle breeze sends entire city into a...
You know, the concept of interdimensional cable could be funny. I like the concept of watching interdimensional cable. I need to set up my interdimensional cable. I never just can't get it fixed. I'll need to find the part.
a fit of hysterical celebration.
As you can see, there's a lot
Oh
of
my god, that's like
stuff happening, which one must assume to be some kind of weather. Back to you, John.
I don't know what the fuck that was last part, but I wasn't a big fan of it. Okay. Interdimensional news. This interdimensional cable. This internet cable is definitely something. This paranormal hunting survivalist love watching. Back to you, Scarborough. You Scarborough. Scarborough. This internet cable is definitely something. This definitely. I don't know why it's this something. This paranormal hunting survivalist would love like this paranormal survivalist loves watching. Back to you, Scarborough. Definitely something paranormal hunting survivalist loves watching. Yeah, I need to start playing more paranormal games, but that's just most games are horror games where something haunts you, and I'm not a big fan of that. That's just energy junkie. I like something where it's like actually paranormal. So I'm waiting for some games to come out. If I want something to haunt me, I want also to be able to shoot it. Experimental 40k. Definitely awesome. And again, I'm trying to make my own things. Anyway, I'll be stopping here for today. We've done 3 hours and I'm getting quite tired. So, thanks everybody for coming. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you. I am getting quite tired and I will be stopping for today, but we got something out of it. So, thanks everybody for coming.